The discriminant is an important part of the quadratic formula. The discriminant, the b squared minus 4ac, actually determines the nature of the solutions to a quadratic equation. If the discriminant turns out to be positive, then there are two real solutions. If the discriminant turns out to be 0, then there is only one real solution to the equation, because the plus or minus is plus or minus 0. If the discriminant is negative, then you're finding the square root of a negative, and there are 0 real solutions. You end up with complex solutions. We want to determine the value of the discriminant and the number of real solutions for this equation. So all we're looking at with the discriminant is the b squared minus 4ac. So b is 2, 2 squared minus 4 times 5 times negative 4, or 4 plus 20 times 4, 80. It's 84, and there are two real solutions. First, we have to get this equation in standard form. X squared minus 10x plus 25 will equal 0. So b squared minus 4ac, negative 10 squared will be 100, minus 4 times 1 times 25. Well, 4 times 1 times 25 is 100. 100 times 100 is 0 is the value and of the discriminant, and there's one real solution. This one is already in standard form. B squared, negative 1 squared would be 1 minus 4 times 2 times 1. So it would be negative 8, negative 7, and there are 0 real solutions. Now, here we have to find the root of the equation by looking at the graph. You might remember this when we did it with linear equations. The root was where it crossed the x-axis. So the x-intercepts, it crosses the x-axis at negative 1, crosses the x-axis at 1/3. So the roots of this equation are negative 1 and 1/3. Now, we have our choice of methods to solve this quadratic equation. Well, the first thing I would do is I need to get rid of the denominator, or I can cross multiply. We do know here that x cannot equal negative 4 to begin with, though, because we have this x plus 4 denominator. If I cross multiply, I will have x times x plus 4 equals 96, and with x squared plus 4x minus 96 equals 0. Now, I can choose to solve this by square root property. Won't work unless I want to complete I can do completing the square, quadratic formula, or factoring. I'm actually going to use factoring for this one because I know that 96 is 12 times 8. So I'll have x squared minus 8, x minus 8, and x plus 12. That'll be negative 8, positive 12 will give me my positive 4. X turns out to be 8, or x equals negative 12. And those are my solutions. Again, we have to cross multiply, but one thing we do need to be careful of when we want to cross multiply is this negative sign, and we know that x cannot equal 2 and x cannot equal negative 1. I cross multiply x minus 9 times x plus 1. I'm going to put the negative sign with this side. X plus 3 times x minus 2. x squared minus 8x minus 9 equals negative of x squared plus x minus 6, or x squared minus 8x minus 9 equals negative x squared minus x plus 6. Now getting on one side equal to 0, I'll end up with 2x squared minus 7x minus 15 will equal 0. Can I do this one by factoring? It's actually the least work for me. 2x and x, 15, 5 and 3, how about 5 and 3, 3x and 10x, so if I have negative 10x and positive 3x, that will give me my negative 7x. I did check my middle term. So 2x plus 3 equals 0, or x equals negative 3 halves, and x minus 5 equals 0, x equals 5. Neither of these solutions are the ones I can't have, so those are valid solutions.